was here this week.
Hey.
Mr. Busy.
Oh, yeah, we, had to.
Got to dummy down the room now. Huh?
No, I had to, go with Dr. Roos and go to the state capitol and fight for some funds and do
You
some
playing
other
politics.
stuff.
You kiss babies, don't you?
No,
You just go up there and kiss
no,
babies and run for it?
no.
You go Heath Schroyer, 3rd District.
No. I want no part of that.
Jim Gazzolo, Heath Schroyer here on Polk Nation. Interesting times for you guys. Softball. 3 straight walk-off wins. There's suddenly magic at the Joe.
You know what? It's really cool to see it. And obviously, we've historically been good. We're good again. Obviously, good again. Coach Langino's done another really good job, and we got a big weekend coming up. I mean, look,
huge week starting Thursday night.
Starting Thursday night, we got Southeastern coming in Thursday, Friday, and potentially Saturday if needed. And winner take all and go to the NCAA tournament.
Won 40 straight home games against Southland competition.
Yeah,
that's amazing. The last 3 have been ridiculous. Well, actually, the last 4 have been ridiculous if you date back to.
And the last one was the first home run she's ever hit. And it was a walk-off. It's pretty
her
cool.
23rd at bat. And here's the thing. Gwen Hill, freshman.
Yep.
Your pitcher, Williams, yesterday, freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Hill knocks in Sarah Allen, who tied the game with a squeeze bunt, freshman. Cassidy Chance, freshman. 3 more sophomores. This is a very young team.
It's a very young
team. Pitcher of the year was, the pitcher of the year was the freshman of the year.
That's right.
So this is an extremely young team that he didn't know he'd have, and all of a sudden it's come together.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. Him and his staff, Coach Langino and his staff, have done a really good job, and it's exciting to see. And hopefully we continue to play well. Again, it's a big weekend. Tickets go on sale Tuesday.
Oh, there's the sale.
No, go on sale Tuesday, and we need to have a great home field advantage. And that's why we played. We're hosting it, and it's a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. It's exciting.
A rivalry without question, because Southeastern truly believes they're the best team the last 4 years, and you've beaten them almost every time.
Yes.
Every time you play them, you beat them, and it just it messes with their heads.
Yeah,
which is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And when you don't mess with Southeastern's head, you're just stealing their coaches.
I think we keep the party going, and and let's just keep them. Let them stay mad. It's nice. I like it when Hammond's mad.
No, you're not the most likable guy down there right now, I would say.
I'm not the most likable guy anywhere in the league, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
But that's okay.
I don't think so. But the excitement value of the games and the brand of the game has been really well played.
It has.
It's been the fact that you're not rolling over other teams is actually interesting.
I think the league has gotten better. I know when Coach Langino was on the show to start the season, he made that reference that, our league has gotten better.
Yeah.
And, people have invested in softball across the league, and it is better. And it's great for the conference. And, they're really competitive games. And I think the league, look, where we're located as a conference, we should be good in softball and baseball. And we are because of where we're located. It's a hotbed of talent. And luckily we've been right where we need to be.
When you see the NCAA tournament, let's say if you were to win, would you rather travel or would you rather go to like an LSU?
Oh, I'd much rather go to LSU or Houston or Texas A&M. Every day, twice on Sunday. It's easier for our athletes. It's a lot easier to travel.
Well, LSU would draw your fans too.
For sure, and I think from an NCAA standpoint, keeping it regionally located, I think it's just good for the game. Like, if we go to LSU, we'll have a couple hundred people go.
Yeah.
Well, you send us to Chicago, you're going to have, 10 or 15. Like, it's just not.
You're going to have better pizza, though.
I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold on that. New York. It just is. New York.
That's just
I'm
criminal.
not into the whole deep dish thing.
Well, then don't get the deep dish.
It's not.
You have your choice. This is America.
It's just not the same.
Oh, New York.
Going to, a slice of pizza from the Bronx, outside of Yankee Stadium, there is nothing better. I'm just telling you. But okay.
The only thing good about New York pizza is you can fold it and walk. And it's a walking
that's
city.
my point.
Okay,
yes.
well that I give you.
100%.
No, you're not going to have a deep dish piece of pizza and walk it down the street.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we agree on
in
that
New York,
one.
you get stuff done, right? Like, people are moving, you're getting stuff done. Chicago, you sit, and it's cold. and you just
It's cold half the year.
Okay.
We did-
All right.
It's not blizzard conditions in June. I mean, come on. Gotta be a little sensitive to us. All right, so got to ask you this about baseball.
Okay.
Still has a chance to host. What would it mean to host football or baseball? You'd basically have 3 national weeks in a row. What would that do for you?
I mean, I just think it continues to put McNeese on the map, especially baseball, just because, I mean, we have so much momentum right now, Lake Charles and McNeese,
Yeah.
and you want to keep that going. So it's really hard to quantify like what it would mean, but it would mean a lot to this community and continues to strengthen the brand of McNeese.
When we come back, Robbie Coker is going to be our guest. See how he's doing with scheduling for McNeese.
It's brutal.
Not an easy job to
It's
do.
not easy. Not
Some
easy.
recruiting things and also how he got here.
Yeah, love it. Let's do it.
All right, when we come back on Poke Nation.
Whether it's an injury case, a property case, or a business dispute, our lawyers are at the top of their game. Ask anyone who knows us. At Veron Bice, we don't enter popularity contests. The only ratings we care about are the verdicts we've obtained for our clients. Ask anyone who knows us.
Well, it's game day at the Legacy Center, and the McNeese Cowboys are warmed up and ready to play. Cowboys have a new player this year, number 22, Katie Ferdinand. This girl loves basketball and McNeese so much she can't wait to get out on the floor. And we're off. Shoemate tips the brewer, and there goes Katie.
Ferdinand Financial Group supports the McNeese Cowboys.
From the outside, you may not be able to tell, but once you get inside, you'll know instantly. Ray's Lounge on Ryan Street is your place. Ray's Lounge is the place where good working people of Lake Charles come to relax after work. Enjoy daily specials, live music at night, all in a comfortable neighborhood atmosphere. Make sure you step inside Ray's Lounge. It's your place.
The Cowboys are going to do some really big things. Really big.
McNeese athletes bring big energy, big plays, and big spirit to every game. That's why Lakeside is proud to be such a huge fan. We're a hometown team too, in the business of backing big dreams across our community every day. And we always bank on big wins with McNeese Sports. Go big with Lakeside and McNeese.
New to Lake Charles, but not Louisiana, Mockler Beverage has been a leading Anheuser-Busch distributor for over 35 years. Known for an unwavering commitment to quality and service, we're excited to bring our excellence to Southwest Louisiana. Our exceptional portfolio of brands ensures we have the perfect beverage for every taste and occasion. Experience the Mockler difference, where every sip tells a story of excellence and satisfaction. Mockler Beverage, we serve Southwest Louisiana. For more information or to join the team, go to mocklerbeverage.com.
Welcome back to Poke Nation. It is a pleasure to have assistant basketball coach Robbie Coker. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks. Thank you. Heath, thanks. Glad to be here.
You know basketball coaches, right?
I do. I know all our coaches, Jim. That's actually my job.
Okay, let's make
But
sure.
thank you for
That's what I make sure. That's what I make sure
for
people
sure.
know that.
All right, Coach. So let's get to this, right? Let's talk about your background and how you got to McNeese. Question one. Question two. What has your first month or so been like?
Oh, wow. I don't know if we have enough time for the first question, Heath, but I basically got here by being a manager at Jacksonville State and being a roommate with Torrey Ward.
Okay.
Who was, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Passed away in a plane crash coming home from the Final Four, who was Bill's best friend growing up, and developed a relationship. Obviously, Andy Kennedy gets the Ole Miss job. He hires Torrey Ward, Michael White, Bill Armstrong.
And you're on the staff.
Luckily, AK only had $19,000 video coordinator.
Right.
So I was the only man to take the job. So was at Ole Miss 5 years with Bill, developed a great relationship, and when he got the job, it was a no-brainer for my family. Melissa, my wife, was like, we have to go. It's Billy, you know.
Yeah.
He's a relationship guy, as you know, and just what a opportunity it was for us personally. And then the last month's been a whirlwind. I think you're saying is drinking water out of a fire hose.
Correct.
I think
Yep.
I've said that a bunch, and It has certainly been that, but it's been a lot of fun. The people here are amazing. You know, Coach Wade told me when I took the job, he's like, Robbie, you're going to love this place. It's your kind of people. And he's exactly right. We've had a great time in Lake Charles and being a part of this university and community.
What's been the biggest surprise when you drove up, you got in your office, et cetera, et cetera? What's been, you hear about McNeese, right? Sure. And of course, Coach Armstrong and Coach Wade saying, hey, what has been the biggest surprise?
Jeffrey and I picked up Jeffrey in Hattiesburg on the way over. I think Bill was hired on a Tuesday. On Wednesday afternoon, I drove down, and I think I picked up Jeffrey. We got here like 9:30 or 10 o'clock that night. And when we pulled up at the Legacy Center and it was lit up, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, instantly, I said, Jeff, like, you've got no idea. Like, you're not supposed to have this good a job as your first job.
Yeah, for sure.
And we came in, and the facility's unbelievable. It's as good a facility as there are in the country at our level. And, I tell people at home, Northeast Alabama, it reminds me of Auburn. It's a smaller version of Auburn. I don't know if you've been to Auburn.
Yeah.
Very loud. People are connected, very close. Just a great facility, everything in one building. It's the facility first and foremost, and then the alignment of our university, from Dr. Roos to you to everybody. I've been able to catch a baseball game. I've been reading about softball. I want to get over and see those guys play. Just everyone on campus is aligned at who we are and what we want to do. And it's been fun to be a part of an organization that prides themselves on being together.
That's great.
One of the big questions I have for you is the recruiting process. When you bring a recruit in to see this place, I think, how surprised are they that the facilities are what they are at this level? Because a lot of them are coming from bigger schools, and a lot of them have told me this is as nice as the school they're coming from. How much of a surprise is that?
We kind of take the surprise away with our presentation, before to get them to that point, most likely. That's one of our selling points, and, we show the videos and whatnot. But I do believe when they step on campus and we pull up and you see Joe Dumars' jersey and you come in that hallway and we come in this facility and you realize that it's like an NBA practice facility on the back end. We have everything, and I was at Ole Miss 5 years, so all those practice facilities throughout the SEC. We have everything that one of those programs have. It's top notch. We've got a strength and conditioning coach that's just for men's basketball. We've got a trainer that's just for men's basketball. We've got practice courts. You can get in the gym and get shots up at any time. I really believe that it's almost like a comfort or maybe a peace that comes over them of, hey, this is the big time. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be able to maximize my opportunity as well.
We don't. A lot of us don't call it the actual Legacy Center. We call it the Taj Mahith. Kind of moving on 'cause
Coach, I should have warned you. Really, I really should have warned you.
I knew when Jim told me from LA.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah.
But we would get into scheduling because the job of scheduling has changed in the last 3 to 4 years here. The last 2 years, we couldn't get it. We had the Southern Miss coach once told me when he wouldn't renew with McNeese, he said, I signed up to play McNeese. I didn't sign up to play Will Wade. Are you seeing the same problems as you try to get a schedule?
Yes, and I don't want to say anybody's afraid of us. Like, I'm not ignorant. I don't. But,
sure.
But I understand. We've been on the other side. I scheduled at Ole Miss for 4 or 5 years. I get it. But the schedule is extremely hard. The league has made it easier. 22 league games is awesome. I don't know if you want me to go into detail of the schedule. We inherited a MTE in the Cayman Islands. It's not a bad place to inherit. We're going to the Cayman Islands for 3 games.
You'll see him at that trip.
Oh, I'm sure. We'll see him on the plane there and on the plane off, right?
Yeah, that's about it. You may wave from you as you're leaving the hotel.
What time did you say the game was, Coach?
I'll be busy.
Yeah. So that's 22. That's 25. We need to play 2 bye games to pay for things. That's 27. You play UL down the street. That's 28. We're going to play 2 non-D1s. That's 30. And then the worst thing we inherited was a trip to Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Thanks, Will. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So that's our, that fills our schedule. So it's one of those things. We're going to have some gaps in our schedule because of the dates, and then find 2 bye games is going to be extremely hard. We have to be patient. I talked to Will. I talked to Brandon Chambers that did it last year.
Yeah.
They were signing contracts in July and August.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
We're going to be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There's people that play us. I'm not trying to act like people are afraid of what our product, but at the same time, it don't make a lot of sense for those guys to say, hey, let's sign up and host McNeese State and
Right away, yeah.
right away. You know,
Yeah.
It's going to have to be strategic for both parties. And I've reached out to a couple people, a couple buddies, and they're like, Robbie, I know you've been out of the business 10 years, but we're not stupid. You know, we're not playing you guys. So it'll be challenging for sure. It's going to be fun because I'm sure it's going to be two great teams. You know, last year Alabama.
You
know, Will said it was the easiest schedule ever, but that's because Nate Oates was chasing a one seed.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's going to be elite teams that want to play high caliber RPI teams at home, especially early. You know, we'd like to play in December. We got a couple weeks there after the Cayman Island trip that we need to fill. We've got some things working, but it's going to be a process. It's going to be hard.
It's a lot harder than it was.
No doubt about it.
But that's a good thing. That's a blessing. I think
thing.
we'll talk about pressure.
That's right.
You know, give me pressure's a privilege.
When he was coaching,
Anybody.
the phone was lined up. But we come back on Poke Nation with more with Robbie after this.
Well, it's game day at the Legacy Center, and the McNeese Cowboys are warmed up and ready to play. Cowboys have a new player this year, number 22, Katie Ferdinandson. This girl loves basketball and McNeese so much she can't wait to get out on the floor. And we're off. Shoemate tips the brewer, and there goes Katie.
Ferdinandson Financial Group supports the McNeese Cowboys.
From the outside, you may not be able to tell, but once you get inside, you'll know instantly. Ray's Lounge on Ryan Street is your place. Ray's Lounge is the place where good working people of Lake Charles come to relax after work. Enjoy daily specials, live music at night, all in a comfortable neighborhood atmosphere. Make sure you step inside Ray's Lounge. It's your place.
The Cowboys are going to do some really big things. Really big.
McNeese athletes bring big energy, big plays, and big spirit to every game. That's why Lakeside is proud to be such a huge fan. We're a hometown team too, in the business of backing big dreams across our community every day. And we always bank on big wins with McNeese Sports. Go big with Lakeside and McNeese.
We're back with Robbie Coker, assistant men's basketball coach. Okay, we've talked about scheduling, but you're also involved in the photo shoot of recruits, aren't you? How much has that changed?
You know, it's you know, my dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I went home and helped my mom take care of him. That's why I left Ole Miss, and so it's been 12 years since I've been in college athletics. And in that time, we were recruiting top 50 players in the country at Ole Miss, and we never had a photo shoot.
100%.
Not even photo shoots before they signed.
Yeah, you know, now the first guy
on a visit.
On the visit, you have to have
the
photo
first
shoots.
guy I contact when we schedule visits, PJ. Hey, PJ, what time can you to get us in? Yeah, the social media part has definitely changed recruiting. A lot of fun. Those guys, you know, have a good time with it. PJ's great. I don't want to take any shots about that. He's not here to defend himself, but PJ's really good at it. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I realized, you know, I told Jeffrey, we got a young staff. I'm the oldest guy on the staff other than Bill. I said, you guys know what cool is. I've got to that age where I'm not cool anymore. I feel like my dad trying to turn on a VCR in '85. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Son, come here. You know, I'm not cool anymore. But we've had a good time with it for sure.
No, but what gets me is they're doing it on their recruiting visit.
Oh, yeah.
So that it's ready to go if they commit or something. So that it's just, it's.
You don't use it now as an announcement to where you're at. You know, back in the day, you know, you'd say I'm on a visit to McNeese State. Now you just send a picture of you in a McNeese State jersey, and everybody knows you're on a visit.
I'm on a visit here.
It's kind of an announcement, you know.
And they all announce themselves now. They're going to announce it. They don't wait for the school or anything. They just announce it on this. I'm committed to it. I'm ready to go.
Which I like, by the way.
Do you?
I mean, yes. Let the kids do it, man. They understand. It's their moment. Let them have it. Yeah, 100%. Let them do it. Yes.
All right, so following a successful program, has that been easier or harder, and how much is name value and name brand now known from McNeese around the area or in college basketball?
Prime example, Northeast Alabama, 9 hours away. When I tell everyone I'm leaving to go to McNeese State, everybody instantly knows.
Really?
Everybody knows, because of that tournament run, 100%. You know. 100%. Everybody knows, that's big time. That's Roy Wade. That's Aura. You know, I mean, everybody. You know,
it changes.
Changed instantly.
It changed instantly.
And to tie it with recruiting, it can almost create a problem in this sense. Like we have an opportunity to get in the mix with guys that, no offense to Heath, that 3 years ago they couldn't have gotten the mix.
sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we come there, they've proven they know what to do. We can go to the NCAA tournament. I can create a brand for myself, talking about the pictures. So it's created a different set of problems in the sense of we can recruit a higher caliber athlete, which is good for our program. But at the same time, if you're not careful, you're in recruiting battles with guys in the SEC. You're like, wait a minute now. They've got a little bit more resources than we have. So we have to be strategic. It's great in the advantage it's created for us. But at the same time, we can't get caught chasing rabbits and get out over our skis.
But you still, for the most part, McNeese is going to be a place where high caliber kids that aren't getting minutes want to come to prove themselves, and then maybe in a year leave or two to go on. But that it's kind of like it's still going to be a proving ground. You're not going to get a finished product coming in.
Well, maybe not, but I think that prime example. I had a kid sign this year with Lipscomb, and he was all worried. And back in the day, when you made these decisions, it was a huge deal because you felt like it was a 4-year decision.
It was 4 years. Yeah. That's right.
And I said to him, I said, look, Josh, you're worrying about things that don't matter. Like, it's a 1-year deal, man.
Yeah.
If you're really good, somebody's going to recruit you, you're going to leave. If you're not good enough, they're probably going to sit you down, you're probably going to go down a level. Like, it's a 1-year decision. And I think it's given kids an opportunity to make these decisions and do what's best for them. And it's going to create chaos a little bit. We're having to sign a team every year. But at the same time, everybody seems like we got a great vibe right now. We're on the same page.
Well, and I think, I think obviously you and Coach Armstrong did this, and then Will did it the year before. The best players in our program, the majority have stayed. You think about like Christian Shoemate could have left, stayed. And then again, Christian could have left after his first year, stayed. I mean, DJ, Garcia, all those guys could have left. And then now when Coach comes in, same thing. Garcia stays, DJ stays. Brown, who had a great second half of the year, stayed. So, I think that's a credit to, number one, I think it's a credit to our community, the facilities, the brand that it's becoming. And, it's a good place. And I think that you're seeing that. And I think that Coach Armstrong said it when my first time sat down with him. I said, what is your number one priority when you take the job? If you get the job, what is it? He goes, to retain the best talent on this team. Those are number one recruits. Is we got to keep DJ and Garcia, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, he's a player of the year. I mean, it's you would like to get. Rarely will a player of the year in a conference like this stay.
That's right.
100%.
I mean, it's just not going to happen in today's world. All right, last thing for you. We won't get into the kids that are committing or not committed and all that you're still recruiting, even though all the names are out there on social media. What are the needs, do you feel, still?
As far as
for the roster, are you looking for bigs?
I think Coach Armstrong is real big on building a team, not getting just the 13 best players. I think we still need a combo guard, guy that can put the thing in the basket. It's a fun game to play when you put the ball in the basket. It's a fun game to coach when your team scores. We'd like to add another guard that can really create, can maybe beat his guy off the bounce, and then we got to add some size in the backcourt. We definitely need we want to really pressure on defense. By doing that, you need a rim protector, and then we want a big guy that can really run the floor. Obviously, Jarrell Colbert's that guy as well.
Yeah.
We need another piece or two like that as well. And then our last scholarship will be a best available. Let's get a guy that can give us a chance to win and can come in here and compete, and whether that's a big, whether it's a face-up forward, and so be it.
Robbie Coker has been our guest on Polk Nation this week. Good luck to you, Coach. Moving forward, enjoy the town, because the town has gone basketball crazy the last couple of years, and don't listen to what he says. He believes in himself.
Sir, glad to meet you. We've had a great month in this town, and we look forward to meeting more.
All right, we'll see. When we get back, Coach's final thoughts after this.
New to Lake Charles, but not Louisiana, Mockler Beverage has been a leading Anheuser-Busch distributor for over 35 years. Known for an unwavering commitment to quality and service, we're excited to bring our excellence to Southwest Louisiana. Our exceptional portfolio of brands ensures we have the perfect beverage for every taste and occasion. Experience the Mockler difference, where every sip tells a story of excellence and satisfaction. Mockler Beverage, we serve Southwest Louisiana. For more information or to join the team, go to mocklerbeverage.com.
We're back, and you remember your days as an assistant coach.
I do.
It's not an easy gig.
It's not. You know, you're recruiting nonstop. You're scheduling. You're working guys out. It's a great job, but it's a lot. There's no question. People have no idea all the hats that a guy like Coach Robbie Cooker is wearing.
Yeah.
From always, trying to stay on top of academics. And he's doing a really good job. He's going to be really, really good for Coach Armstrong.
Yeah. Okay, I want to get into this because you mentioned it in the first segment, and then we went to the coach and that and back about momentum. Mm-hmm. And you had a good spring, a very good spring, a good winter. How do you carry that in the dead of summer and keep it so that the interest stays so you're not starting fresh in football?
I think as much as you make fun of me, I think the weekly shout-outs, the weekly videos, trying to stay on the forefront of people's minds, I think is really important. We've talked about, the press box. We're supposed to, as of today, supposed to be getting the keys, and there's going to be a punch list and all that, but first part of June. Mm-hmm. So,
we hope to be up there in June.
Yeah, continue to do that. There's a lot still to do. I mean, we have a lot of contracts that are up for renewal with MAF, but I think to keep the momentum, you have to continue to push and stay in people's minds. And the only way you do that is to reach out to the people.
Yeah, it's an interesting time because a lot of things do shut down when it comes to NCAA athletics from June. About mid-July, you start having football again, but up until really the football media day, not a lot to talk about.
That's right.
So getting that to continue is one of the things that I think is going to be the toughest thing for you this summer because I think there is a lot of momentum here. And to run that, last year at least you had a summer basketball trip that kind of kept you in the news.
True. That's true.
Even though you probably didn't go to a game, you just probably went there on the trip.
No, you went to a game. It's not like it's a place that you're just going to go hang out and walk down the street by yourself. So, El Salvador is a great place.
Did you go to the volcano?
I did not. I missed that. We had 2 donors, actually 4 donors that went and bought the trip at an auction. So I went and we hung out and did all that. But then we flew back earlier than the team did.
Did this trip to the Cayman Islands? Did you guys auction that off too this year?
We did. Yeah, we have 4 people going to that too. Yeah. Would you like to? I'll probably get you a ticket at some point.
You give me a ticket to the game, but I got to get there. How would I get there? And plus, you may have football playoffs that week. Who knows? You have a lot of things going on by then.
I have not booked my flight, and I have not booked that because I truly do believe we're going to be in the playoffs.
It's going to be an interesting fall if nothing else.
No question.
I'm so excited. This is a big summer.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
People don't understand that. This is going to be. We're going to talk about it a little later on, but this is a big summer for the football program. Mm-hmm. To get it right, to make a big step. I think you made a step last year. Now you got to make a big step.
That's exactly right. I agree, 100%.
Recruiting-wise, do you get involved in the recruiting anymore?
I mean, when kids come on campus, there are coaches that have me meet with them. I don't actively recruit like that, but when kids come in on campus and whether it be Coach Gazzardo or Coach V or Coach Armstrong say, hey, you got 30 minutes to meet with this kid? For sure, I love to do it.
You're the closer?
I don't know if I close, but I love to interact with them and and just get to know them, and it helps especially when they do come on campus. There's already a connection there, so I still enjoy that.
With all the video work you're doing, I'm waiting for the Heath Schroyer recruiting video.
No,
the commitment video. That's what I want to see. Next week we'll be back and we'll know about football, or we'll know about softball, or the NCAA tournament, and baseball. Where will they be? Will they be able to get the final host spot? We'll know that next week.
That's right.
On Poke Nation.